Hey guys, welcome to another watch review. Today we're looking at the IWC Ingenieur, or Ingy for short, watch. It doesn't really have a category, I'd say. It's not a chronograph, it's not a dive watch, it's not really a dress watch. I would kind of call it a scientist watch if I had to give it some kind of categorization, because its main feature is that it's anti-magnetic, and that's what this watch has always been. Now, it's a 42mm steel watch with an integrated bracelet, as you can see, so it doesn't really have a lug width. I'm not sure exactly how thick it is, but it's a very chunky watch, and it has a really nice bracelet and a solid case back, of course, because it's anti-magnetic. And it has a long and important history in the watch world. Now, this is a caliber 8110. This is one of IWC's in-house calibers. So this is an in-house watch. It has a Faraday cage surrounding the movement, and that's what gives it its anti-magnetic properties. And this movement is kind of special because it has a lot of shock protection. IWC put these I think it's called Delrin. It's some kind of DuPont synthetic material pads made out of this stuff around the movement, so it protects the movement from the rotor shifting around and shock knocking the moving parts of the movement together. So it's a very tough watch, and it's a cool movement, and it's kind of unique for its special shock protection. So the great thing about this watch, I think, or one of the great things, is the bracelet. IWC is a master of making excellent bracelets, and this is definitely one of the best I've seen, or at least one of my favorite. Everything about it is extremely well crafted. It's hard to see here, but in each of these center links, center pieces, there's a bevel going all the way around the edge where it's polished. It's just a tiny bit of polish there. And it is an integrated bracelet, so you're going to have a problem if you want to get if you like straps. IWC makes a cloth strap, and but besides that, it's pretty hard to find anything that's going to fit onto here. And this has IWC's excellent pin system for removing and adjusting links. All you do is, you can use two toothpicks really. You just press in these little circles on the center, and then and that releases the pins. You just press them out. So there's some kind of spring mechanism inside of every link. So it's not your typical pin and collar or screw system for the links. It's very sophisticated and very easy to use, and that's why IWC bracelets are always very expensive. Now, this watch has been in production, well, the Ingenieur has been in production for about 50 years, I think. But the most current incarnation, or the most current design, was originated in about 1976 or 77, and it was designed by a guy named Gerald Genta. And this is the same designer that created the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak, and this, and the Patek Philippe Nautilus. So you may notice somewhat of a similarity in the design between this and the Royal Oak, and less so with the Nautilus. But Genta was an important watch designer in the 70s, and the first Ingenieur that he created is not exactly like this, but it's pretty similar. And the most notable feature, I think, is the bezel with these little these indentations around it. That is the closest thing this incarnation of the watch has to the original Genta watch. But the original Gentle watch also has an integrated bracelet, although it's more rounded, and this one is very angular. So if you put the two side by side, you would clearly see how they're similar watches. And I think IWC did a good job keeping this watch close to the original Gentle design while updating it and keeping it modern. Now I think this is really one of IWC's best watches, and unfortunately they've discontinued it, and now the only Ingys they make are these special editions. Some have a ceramic bezel and some are titanium, and they're all kind of different. So I really think it's a shame that IWC discontinued this great watch. But you can still find them maybe at a gray dealer, or you can find them used. And I would highly recommend it. It can be worn sporty or dressy if you can fit, the thick case under your shirt cuffs. And it's a great IWC. It's an in-house IWC. So if you're looking for a watch like this, and you want something that's tough and stylish and modern, yet also has a great history, the Ingy is a great watch for you to consider. Thanks for watching, guys, and if you want to see more watch reviews, you can check out my channel.